reality caused by...
This meeting is being recorded.
Oh. So, yeah, and this is caused by the post-pandemic effect and the correct economic crisis in the Central Europe. And we are living like in a paradox situation where rights and freedoms has been won in some countries and some collective, but at the same time lost in others. So we are going to explain a little bit this changing reality, focusing on the sociological trends that we are having more impact in the society right now. And we are going to introduce this genderless concept, the digital reality we are living in, and the new user experiences, as well as the climate awareness that we have to take into account. So the first notable macro trend is the genderless concept. Olga?
Okay. The genderless movement started at the beginning of the 20th century. At that time, a woman like Coco Chanel began to use pieces from men's wardrobe in their clothing. Society has been playing with the feminine and masculine concept of fashion for a long time. But in the last few years, this movement has started to gain importance. The society has been changing its mindset and its conception regarding genders and identities. When we are talking about genderless as a fashion trend, we are not making reference to those loose fits, white garments or dark and unisex clothes. Fashion evolves, society does, and now more than ever, we are experiencing a remodeling in terms of gender identity. For this reason, brands no longer seek to adapt clothes by designing baggy garments for both men and women. In the contrary, offering designs to the consumer to give them the opportunity to choose the type of clothing they want to wear, leaving behind the binary idea of the traditional clothing, leaving the idea that the alleged dress should be for women and structured tailoring, for example, is only for men. The idea is about mixing skirts, dresses, colors, embroidery, cutouts, ruffle, or sequin, no matter for which gender we are designing, taking into account all existing gender realities.
So yeah, this is happening, and seeing, for example, stars like Lil Nas or Harry Styles or Kid Cudi that are pushing boundaries of gender style on the streets and red carpet is constant inspiration for the new generations. Also, this shift is happening today industry-wide. So physical retail stores are starting to change their format. For example, Dover Street Market and Browns, for example, are starting to organize products by brand or color instead of sex. And moreover, brands are also designing more than as consumer mind. For example, you have this here, Jonathan Anderson, Dion Lee, Ludovic de Saint-Sernin, designing unisex clothes that are well cut and can lean toward indistinctive men or feminine aesthetic, and also it's depending on who wears it. Then all this inclusivity and genderless fashion, it goes together with the inclusive realities and diversity. It's not only the gender fluidity that we are spotlighting, so it's also this changing paradigm because it's going along with the fight for the gender inclusivity. For example, for different races, ages, color tones, genders, non-normative bodies, all these big size bodies that you can see here in the slide, transgender identities and non-binary personas are now joining also the catwalk and standing remarkably in the fashion industry. So genderless fashion is for everyone who wants to embrace it. And as we said, it's related to simply treating clothing as neutral, as no gender, and it's about freedom of choice and freedom of being. So now
present the second, the second micro trends. The name is digital reality, and it's really, really interesting, this second line, okay? In the recent years, the digital behavior of humans has risen a lot as a result of the global pandemic. People have spent more time online by working, socializing, shopping, and this has sensitized and interest in the society in everything related with metaverse, Web3, and NFTs project. Metaverse is a new virtual space where it is possible to recreate real life situation, enjoy new experiences, or even sell and buy things like real life. And this new digital reality has spread to the fashion sector, where several brands have already joined the creation of a new market where it will be possible to access, view, and consume through virtual identities.
That's true, and we have seen a few examples of it. For instance, Gucci, Balenciaga, and Louis Vuitton are some of the most popular brands in the fashion market that have already begun to sell their own designs in NFT formats, creating virtual garments that customers can already wear in virtual situations, and also creating digital content, participating in new virtual experiences, such as the Meta Fashion Week. That is a total new concept that we haven't seen since now, and it's really interesting. So you can see here, for example, the Louis game, that it's a virtual game that you can play with your own avatar, also wear the virtual clothes. So that's like really important for the consumers, because they have like a long relation with the brand. And not only luxury has opted for these new forms of NFTs or digital realities, also fashion, such as Zara, is also betting on these new digital technologies. So as you can see, Zara has launched a digital fashion collection called Line Glam in partnership with social media app and Zepeto. And to use this platform, it's basically that you have to create your avatar and you can wear the Zara clothes virtual, or also buy it on the physical shops. So digital environments will democratize fashion and make accessible spaces for almost everyone. And next is
the next is the user experience, is the third macro trends, and as a result of this digital reality, we were talking about the store design is becoming more sensory and conceptual, with the aim to create experience that cannot be replicated on the line shopping. Many brands are betting on better location and adapting the format, size, and assortment of their stores. The stores will become places where consumers can live experience in a more tangible way. The stores will not only for selling, but will be to enjoy other types of new experience that will make the consumer feel.
That's it. For example, one of these latest concept store that we were talking about and Olga was explaining is Wow Concept in Madrid, where you can feel like different experience. You can run on a Rambit or make payments all over the store. So, for example, you are trying on a clothes and you like it, so you don't need to go to the cashier to pay because you can already go out with a garment put on and just pay it at the moment. And another example that is very interesting about these feeling senses is this Canada Goose cold room, and it's in stores in Toronto, Paris, or Milan. And here clients can stand in the room and judge if the benefits of the clothes or the jackets are really good for the extreme weather conditions. Then, regarding also this cold room that we were explaining from this Canada Goose, we have to highlight that the extreme weather times are becoming more common. We can see that, for example, one day can be sunny and hot, and the next day can be cold, or depending on the country you are living in, sometimes it's very changing climates. So this part presents like two opposite challenges for fashion, because it's about designing for different weather conditions, but at the same time maintaining the aesthetics of the brands. So this is how we introduce this timeless and seasonless concept, because designers will have to start designing for different climates, prioritizing sometimes the function over the form, but also taking into account the trends, the consumer behavior, and of course the aesthetic design. So here, for example, we can see Gucci that has created like a more versatile collection with different kinds of garments, so you can cover or maybe taking out the layer wearing, depending on the concept about designing without the seasons on mind. So you can have collections with different season garments, making it seasonless, and also with shorter pieces, because then it's better for the sustainability. And yes.
Core trend is thinking in these different temperature climates, using different layers, focusing on finding sustainable fabrics and finishes, durability and circularity, and creation multifunctional garments that can be worn every day, but also adapt to the weather. The North Face, Patagonia, and Salomon are just some of the brands that follow this type of style.
And now that we have seen the macro trends, or the ones that we consider that are very important for fashion, we are going to start explaining the micro trends. But before, we are going to have a little talk about the evolution of the color in the different seasons.
Well, I show you the evolution colors con WGC, for example, in this case with the reds, okay? The colors have continued in the different season. And here you can see how the colors change depending on the time of the year. In this case, you can see the evolution about the spring-summer 22, 23, and the colors, the range of the color changing a lot, in every season. For this, normally the colors continue in the next season in like a different rate, okay? It is the same idea in the yellow colors and orange colors. The orange contrast is really, really important. So us, because
you can see
we are using the same this orange color, okay? And it's important to understand why is the reason that, for example, the lilac continue in every season, and in difference, in different rates. You can see the blouse, for example, también changing a lot, the difference, spring, summer, and to arrive to autumn, winter, and everything. That's it's only to explain that because it's important, but sometimes when we talk about the brown color, for example, every year talking about the brown, but it's normal, because this color is important in 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Laia, I think that it's better to explain the micro trends.
Exactly. So now we are going to introduce you the micro trends of the next seasons. So we will start with the spring-summer seasons. And here, you will see the different colors that will be on the fashion catwalks and on the street, the key trends, which will be the key items that will be popular, and also different prints. And also, really talking about this color evolution that Olga was explaining, we have to take into account that also fashion is evolving and changing, but at the same time there are some pieces or garment that starts in one season and can last for many others. And sometimes it's on the contrary, that we can have a very fast trend, and at the moment have some piece that is very popular on one season, and is taking into account that fashion can be so different, and also that every brand bets for its own aesthetic. So you also can see like contrasted trends, but it's normal in a fashion industry that always is changing and evolving. So
okay,
Olga will explain you the colors.
Okay, you start with the spring summer 2023, and start with the first slide. Okay, now I am when I explain about the orange color, the browns, the lilac, the green. Okay, if you want, it's better explain exactly with the next slide, with the neutral tones. It's amazing, no? It's a really nice combination. The shades of neutral colors are very present in the spring-summer collection. They are ideal shades for essential, for example, no? For relaxed garment, the intention of permanence, stone tones, neutral beige, pearl grays, and white with some color and off-white. The second slide is the pastels, no? The clean pastels are always very present on the catwalks in spring summer, and it is result all the mixture of the color with a little of white. No, it's like a white with some color. We have important pastels such as lilacs, light pinks, and yellows. The aqua. The aqua is a pastel color again, but this type of aqua is really important because for us it's the most important pastel color in all the range, because there are a lot of brands that use this type of green in the runway. Okay, the aqua is a color is really calm, really nice, and it's possible to use a lot of with harmonies with a lot of different colors. For example, with browns, with black, obviously with white, with more. No, okay. The next one is the lilac. The lilac, lilac is a relaxing effect. It's still a color that continues after several seasons. We can see more tones, lilac, and some purples. Amazing, really nice. Orange.
That's it.
Blue colors were very important in the 90s, and now they are coming back in the spring-summer collection. They are neon tones, fluor, okay? The fluor colors were very important in the 90s, and now they are coming back in the spring-summer collection. They are neon tones that when work on synthetics or shiny fabrics are even brighter. And the last one is gold and silver. The metallic tones will be even more important in the summer, in this winter 22. We can them to go out at night, currently, but they will be begun to be important as a garment for day to day. Okay, finish with the color. Laia, present the key trends.
So I will introduce the key trends with the 2000 aesthetic. You know that the 2000 are back. Definitely, we have seen it during this summer. We will see it this winter, and well, it's going again for the next two next seasons. We can see it like with with low-waisted pants, tailored vests, crop tops, and really fit garments. But at the same time, these cargo pants that have a straight and flared silhouette. And well, you can see different examples here with all the colors that Olga explained that will become popular. Then we have the total denim look. Denim is also very seen in the spring summer brands in every catwalk, and we see different washes, acid washes, solid effects, repants, tears, fringes. So also denim is exploded in many manipulations, but it's important to see all this total look. Then we have the lingerie that is also present currently right now, but will happen again on the next spring-summer season. We will see it in tops, dresses, silk, satin, and also lace, because these kind of garments are really important with these lace finishes. And will be also seen in woman trends. It's not that unisex style. Then we have the transparents. So this solar knitted tulle transparent gauze is another of the micro trends that we'll see that we will see in the next summer collections. And we continue on the winter ones. Then we have the college inspiration. This kind of college and preppy style is also another micro trend that we have to stand out, because we have seen it a lot in the catwalks. This diamond argyle, the Kodak stripes, and also the checks are presented in many brands, such as you can see it here, Kenzo, Aimee, Sakai. Also cutouts. Cutouts are a trend, are a garment trend that is also becoming on the next season. So we have these symmetrical and asymmetrical cutouts, and the optical games with different cutouts and garments are really beautiful for revealing the body shapes, and it's interesting like for mixing it with other garments. And then we have the fringes, and fringes are coming again on the catwalks. It's really nice to see their optical effects, and depending on the silhouettes or depending on the colors, we can have a result or another. And it's very interesting in different kind of garments, as you can see here, dresses, or just for tailoring suits. You can use it like forever. And now we are going to explain the prints of Spring Summer 23.
Okay, start the prints with the floral. The floral, it's important to stand out the floral patterns and natural inspiration. It has been seen all over the runways, so it's clear that flower trend will be seen on the street season. Moreover, all these floral prints will be mixed with combined between each other creation flower fields. It's really, really amazing, the made to work with this type of flowers, with a very important effect, with like a disappear, the print, for example, in this idea, the first exactly. Okay, continuing with the most popular always trend is the animal print. Do you know that the animal print is very commercial, and every season the animal print is present. In this case, it's really nice because it's possible to use this type of animal print in different texture and material, such as sequins, leathers, or velvet. It's really interesting. The stripes is another micro trend. The vertical, always the vertical stripes, and also present and can be used with each other. Stripe in one way at the top and stripe at the bottom. Stripe shirt dresses always work. Always is very commercial, with the stripes, vertical stripes. And for me, this is incredible because it's the influence of the pop arts. Is pop art, the name, pop art of the 60s and 70s are used as positional prints and lower, as a tribute to great artists such as Roy Lichtenstein, for example. And the eclectics, for me, is amazing too. Huge prints are on many catwalks. Brands like Gucci, for example, use them with bright colors again. as another again influence of pop art. Other brands use eclectic prints as an artistic language. No, really, the inspiration is really interesting. No, this inspiration.
It is. Yeah. We really like that trend.
Laia, explain now the key items.
Yeah. So in relation of this 2000 trend, we have the mini skirt. Mini skirt is once again a garment that we have seen in many brands for spring summer catwalks, and will come as the important piece for next summer too. So this low waist and also in different materials such as denim, but at the same time velvets, leather, or plain materials. Then we have the biker, the leather biker. It's also fundamental garment with different cuts and different colors, and becoming from the influence wall of the car racing. And that will continue on next winter 2023. Then we have got these cargo pants that corroborates again the 2000 trend with these wide pockets, practical usage, baggy fit, and really
utility.
Yeah, it's really practical to wear because it makes like this utility trend, and basically that's something that it's practical on day by day. Also, we've got this tailor vest that it's also a garment that will come next season. We have seen it also this year, and we will still see it during this winter, but it's this kind of garment that will continue for the next season too. Then we have got the pajama. This is a playful trend that it's interesting to see because we will see it in the streets, into pieces, also in prints or plains, and also with these fluid fabrics that make it the really nice texture and total look. Sorry. Then knitwear. Knitwear is also very important on the catwalks. We have seen it like in many garments such as tops, trousers, but we have to stand out the dresses in different gauges, in different kinds of structures. For example, you have it here in Saint Laurent as a transparent, and then, for example, in Fendi and this Vanish Canale. So it's really interesting because the structures can be so different between each other, but the silhouettes are usually these long and cutouts on the waist or over the body. And then we have got also related to these knitting garments, the knit vests that are another great trend. And we will see both in men's and women's, different techniques like open work stitches, cables mixes with intarsias, also jacquards. So it's interesting because it's also really playful garment that can combine with also other layers. And now we are going to explain the fall winter 2023-2024 trends. At the moment, we have seen all the next summer, and now Olga is going to explain you the colors that has been contrasted with WGSN.
Okay, the color we will talk about the reddish and burgundy colors, cobalt type blues, winter lilacs again, and tangerine tones and salvia greens. But start obviously with the next slide with the black and white, no? Because before starting displaying the state of winter, we will talk about the importance of the colors in the wardrobe. No? Black and whites are still very present as color that remain in all season. No? Obviously, no, it's really important. No, but now start with the most important colors. Okay, in this case, with the electric cobalto, it's amazing color. Why is the reason? Because it's exactly in the middle, no, between the blue colors and purple, no, exactly in the middle. It's a very strong, a very heavy color, really, really nice for total look. Like you can see the slide. The second is burgundy. The burgundy again has a presence on the catwalks. These colors work very well on shiny fabrics, for example, in leather, in APA, or satin, something like this. Because it's really like a tone, but it's so nice, so beautiful with this type of different texture. Okay, the burgundy is really, really always is a very commercial colors. Come back again. Apricot. Orange again, totally different. The orange than before in spring summer. The spring summer is a very important color, very sunny. Now is apricot, is softer and become tangerine tones. Very important for harmonies with another colors such as brown, camels, with the same different types of orange. And salvia green is amazing. I like very much the green colors. Okay. In general, but it's very interesting because it's like a neutral colors again, no? Which inspires, no, calm and natural, no? It's worked very well with another again with the dark green or in the total blue. The color is amazing for of white color, no, in a total idea. So really, really nice autumn winter. And lavender is the color of the year for the new year. Okay, according to WGSN. Again, we have seen in the spring colors. The lilac and lavenders are here to stay. And for a short period, taking into account that is a gender inclusive color. This is really, really important. Remember the micro trend, the first one, micro trends. Chocolate brown, nice. As I told you in the evolution of color, there are some shades that take longer to be incorporated into the street. We have been talking about brown for a long time, and it is now in Barcelona. There are a lot of brown and dark brown in the stores. Okay, it's a color of this winter that will last for several more seasons. And in the same range of the brown is taupe. Taupe is an amazing color. It's another color from the range of the neutrals, and in the range of the browns is taupe. It's colored together, and together with the warm grays, create a very interesting color range. Important influence of the 90s. Laia, difference?
Yes, so now that we have seen the color trends, we are going to explain which are the main key trends for next fall winter. So let's start with the maxi coat. Maxi coat is one of the must-haves for next autumn winter season, and it's a very versatile garment because you can wear it with many layers underneath, and it also adds a touch of modernity and very warm for winter and practical to wear. And as you can see, always with this oversized shape. And then together with these maxi coats, will exist the 4M trend, and these 4 jackets that has been ruling the runway for a long time now are coming back in this maxi format that we were talking before, and they can be used also with just details, for example, details on the cuffs or on the shoulder or collar. Yeah. So this is also a very interesting trend. And also quilted jackets will be back in the next winter. Well, it's obviously an essential piece for all the winters and all seasons, but for the next fall season, we will find it in different types of padded, such as these big squares or these patchwork inspirations that you can see here, and also with irregular volumes and shapes. For example, with Rick Owens, this big shapes on the body. Then we have also varnish. I feel this trend quite interesting. It's seen like for the first time in catwalks since a long time ago. And these bright tones in leather materials with these waxed finishes and also polyurethane will gain importance as a new material and with such a new trend. So it's a very good way to highlight the item itself, as if you're wearing a jacket or a coat or long leather trench. It's important this kind of finishes to highlight the. And also regarding this vanish trend, it's also important to talk about the leather. Also sustainable leather production, vegan leather. It's leather in general. It's coming back. It will be a trend during next winter, and you can see it here in different finishes, different colors, more brighter colors, but always with this black or dark browns, camels. And again, what we were talking about on the spring summer 2000 are still continuing. So we have seen it a lot, but it's not the end yet, and we will see it well. These tank tops, straight fit jackets, baggy trousers, and additionally we have the grunge trends. So as you can see here, it's this kind of trend about mixing concepts, mixing prints, mixing ideas, and it's increasingly because it's like a way of expression for youth generations. So it's a way to just create your own style with different trends, and it's very interesting because this is growing up with designers such as Vivienne Westwood or Watanabe. And interesting, it's so different trends. Grunge, we have this all kind of crazy style, and then we have the minimal code. Also, it's very important, inspired by the 90s. These all straight shapes, these minimal style, straight lines and neutral tones will also be on trend. Then the transparencies that we were talking also about on the spring summer will continue going forward, but instead of maybe draping or dresses will be more used as an underneath item such as shirts or tops. And then we have the utility trend that it goes directly directed with the GORP core macro trend that Olga was explaining about, that is this functional but at the same time aesthetic. So use it basically with core colors, earth tones, and you can see here the big garments because it's something that you can wear as a trend but as a functionality. And then we have tailoring. Tailoring, it's always a very important trend for winter. It's something that will be used for street style, for office wear. It's always remarkable to talk about that because even in oversized styles or with different prints or in different materials, they will continue to be wear on the streets. And then to finish with, we have here the sparkling items and sequins that are returning again. For winter, of course, because it represents this excitement to celebrate, to going out during the night, the essential items for Christmas, all these kind of winter pieces that will have this special functionality, and everyone will have it in the wardrobe because it's quite commercial for the winter season. Now Olga is explaining again the prints, but for winter.
Okay, I continue with the prints. The first slide represents the new surrealism. The influence and digital art are inspirational ideas for prints and garment details. It's really, really amazing. No? You can see the Loewe collection, for example, with this type of the shape, around the line, to give you a really, really interesting technical for other, I don't know, because in the center there are a beautiful color, with a jean. It's always this type of job. Okay, the new concept of Baroque, the new Baroque again is and again art as inspiration. In this slide we can see new Baroque prints, floral and vegetable motif that are draped on the garment, same garment, creating and very interesting effects. You can see, really amazing. And the trump lollet, the trump lollet, we continue with very interesting inspiration for a season with a very important print. Anderson again is a designer who has been greatly influenced by contemporary art. In this slide, explain the lollet effect, interesting optical effect that play with the skills of garment. Amazing, really, really.
It's very nice. Yeah.
Irregular spots. It is we can see the importance of the large stains in all kinds of prints. You play a lot with color and stains, and can be mixed with each color. This slide represent, and this one representing the same. It's important the size, this important beautiful spot in a really is a very big. Wow. Okay, and the grade, this stain effects as a positional prints or garment, color gradients with wax effects such as garment day, really nice in a positional or in all the look. Checks obviously, again, in all the for winter is important, this type of trends. In many types of checks, okay? In this case, you can see how stock prints, Scottish checks, tweeds, the suites with a total checkered look. Is the last key trends, okay? And Laia finished the presentation with key items for winter.
Yes. So we have here the trench coat, the long trench coats, are something that everyone should have in their wardrobe. It's a versatile item, it's an essential, and the classic styles, but also unusual trench that contemplates the pop colors, leather, or denim materials. So will be important in many versions. We have this essential winter accessory that I really like. I find it also very easy to wear and very trendy, and also that breaks the outfit. So at the same time, it's warm and it's practical. And this balaclava, I think that it's an item, an accessory that will continue for next season and will be important for giving like a special point on the outfits. Then we have the high boots. So this is another item that goes together with the mini skirts that we were talking about. That it's also becoming like very trendy. So these knee boots or even over the knee boots are two kind of accessory that will be very important and also combined with dresses, but very popular with the mini skirts. Then we have the suit pants that are coming in this white effect, huge darts that give you like a maxi style, and at the same time with a low rise weight. Be integrated with this 2000 trend, the low rise waist is very, very important on these next seasons. Also, draped dresses, draping and pleated, it's something that we have seen already, but they will be up to date, but maybe in a more experimental way and maybe in a more irregular concept to change like the typical draped dresses that we have seen until nowadays. And to finish with, we have this very playful and nice funny accessory. So we have the chain on the pants. It's something that it's completely forget because it was like from the 2000s and before, but it's now definitely returning for the next seasons. You can see it here in the catwalk in different sizes, in different colors, in different materials. And yeah, it's really fun accessory to complement the styles and to complement the outfits. And well, that's the end of the presentation. To well, I hope that you like it, guys. And as you can see, there is a lot going on, and it's something that we already know inside the fashion industry. And if you have
Any question or something like this?
you are welcome to ask. Are we having some? So, is there questions?
Let's see the chat.
Can you hear us properly?
Yes, now it's okay.
Olga, in the chat,
Yes,
you have some comments. Xavi Constantin says genderless means unisex. I don't know if it's a question or if it's if it's a affirmation. But Chadi, you are here? No, probably Chadi is not.
Yes. It's
Yes.
a questions. I demand. I don't know the meaning, so I search it. It's my questions.
Yes, it's a question, Olga.
Question, because it's impossible to hear.
Yeah. Well, we don't hear you properly, but we are going to try to explain a little bit this question that you have. So this genderless means unisex. Definitely, yes, it means unisex, but it's not the unisex that we have seen before. It's not this unisex white T-shirt that it's black because can have it a woman or a man. We are talking about garments that don't have gender, so garments that can be a dress and can wear it a man and a woman. Okay. So you can design, you can mix the same gender on a garment. So it's not necessary to say that this garment is for woman or this garment is for men, because it's like a general item. And if a man wants to wear it, he will have to be comfortable with it, and the same as the women. But it's not about tagging the garment about this is for men and this is for women. No, it's about creating without gender.
More question.
Is US we focus on the store or on the product? I think we should focus on the store.
Yes, focus on the store. Maybe.
So yeah, also Chadi, I don't know if we had solved your question, but you were asking about the user experience a store or product. So we think that it's important to focus on the store, because the product is something that you can give potential online and offline, but store is something that you only can give potential offline. So for the user experience, physical experiences, it's important to focus on the store, on the new experiences, on how you make the consumer interested, you know.
Okay, more. Barbara, love knitting dress.
Yeah, we love knitting dresses.
The total look in it, bueno, it's amazing now. The total look is so nice. Okay. Okay. I think that's all, no?
I think so. I don't know if you want to add any comments or
Any question more?
Thanks. Then if there are not more questions, yes, Yuri?
If it's okay with everyone, can we just take a quick picture? If everyone, if you'd like to open your cameras, if you can just take a group picture.
yeah, sure.
Thank you.
We have to open the camera. We are all ready. Let me.
Okay. Es que no vimos nada con la aquí. Sorry, because
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks to all.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lydia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lydia. Thank you, Maria.
Yeah, thanks, Maria, and
Okay.
to everyone from Modak.
You will send the presentation. You can send it, or
Yes, I think so, yeah. We will
Yes.
send it to you.
okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks to all. Thank you.
Okay, finish presentation. Thank you very much again, and see you next time. Okay, bye-bye. Bye.